Yo, put me back in the ring. This fixer upper shit's for the birds. They got me in here carrying vanities off the top shelf on almost broke my back. Put me back in the ring, blood.
And then he hit me and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't know what I was dealing with, but I just knew I wasn't myself. I knew I wasn't myself. I couldn't snap out of it. I fought 2 times that year. I'm the only fighter who fought 2 times in 2020. I fought before the pandemic and after the pandemic. So I felt like I put a lot of work in that year, and just the work kind of like, it got to me a little bit, especially with all the things around the world going on. I felt like overwhelmed. I usually don't worry about what's going on outside of the ring and stuff like that. But it was just a weird time. It was just like, it didn't feel like it was time for me to fight. I really had to like force myself to do it.
So what are you talking about for the Errol fight? At that point, you felt like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like, I don't know, like I had to, usually I'm excited. I didn't feel excited for it.
What's going on, you guys? As you just heard, Danny Garcia, some may say it was excuses as to what happened with the Errol Spence fight. He said that he wasn't excited for it. He said that he simply just wasn't feeling it, right? And considering the magnitude of that fight, you would think that that would have sparked a fire up under Danny Garcia. But like many assume for Danny Garcia is that he living very comfortably. So it's going to be really, really, really hard for that fire to ignite a guy that's sitting so comfortable. But Errol Spence Jr., Danny Garcia, the fight, for me, at the time, it was a really good performance for Spence, considering the layoff and the accident. And we just, at that time, didn't know what type of Spence was going to show up. Danny Garcia, from the looks of things, watching that fight, he didn't show up. So, yeah, for me, Danny left a lot to be desired in that fight as far as him. But Errol Spence, he looked good in the fight. He also said something about Errol Spence being a middleweight. He said Errol Spence is pretty much a middleweight. He's a sturdy dude. When you're in there, his presence is very big in there. And yeah, is Errol Spence a weight bully, right? This has been somewhat of a narrative for years, is that Spence is a weight bully. I mean, I don't really want to say that. Me personally, I don't really like to say that if the guy's comfortably making weight. Errol Spence Jr. never missed weight, and he always made weight. So yeah, but if he's a middleweight, one may say he's really a weight bully. He's been at the weight class for quite a long time, and he's melting down to 147, dealing with these guys. Now, if you look at Errol Spence's opponents, a lot of those dudes have been smaller than him. He hasn't necessarily fought anybody that I would say that's bigger than him, right? So yeah, the fight with Crawford will be interesting indeed, but Danny Garcia, that's what he had to say, you know, and some may say it's excuses, right? For me, they just giving an explanation, man. You know, we hear this from fighters all the time. They give a reason why, you know, or how they felt, and fans take it as an excuse. Me personally, it is what it is. It's life. They just telling you how they felt. They're telling you what it is, and fans could choose to accept it or not, right? So yeah, man. Errol Spence, man. Is he a middleweight? Is he a weight bully? I mean, did Danny Garcia give Errol Spence enough? See, this is why I keep asking you guys. And hit the like button, man. Hit the like button for your boy Bushido, man. Like, what's really good with y'all, man? Hit the like button, man. But like I said before, did Ugas give Spence enough? Now I'm questioning, did Danny give him enough? Because Danny said he wasn't himself, that he wasn't feeling it, he wasn't excited. He just didn't know what he was doing, right? So I question, did Errol Spence get enough work to deal with a guy like Terrence Crawford, who, in my opinion, like I said before, is a pretty bad stylistic matchup. If Crawford is able to dictate the pace or set the tone of the fight, it's going to be really, really hard for Errol Spence to take over once Crawford does that. But yeah, Danny Garcia got a fight coming up with Jose Benavidez. That should be a good fight within itself. And we're going to see if the fire has reignited under Danny Garcia in that particular matchup. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.